Okay, so we are behind the scenes with Chantal Carter, founder and CEO of Love Nudes, a skin tone intimates line that is just forging the way for redefining what nude means, in our world today. So Chantal, we just did our podcast episode and we're doing this behind the scenes now with you. And so I just want to thank you for being with me right now.
Thank you for having me.
Awesome. So, one of the questions that I had that came out of our podcast was this whole idea around brand advocacy. And, you mentioned something about not being afraid, as a CEO, as a brand, as a business leader, not being afraid to give voice to what you believe in. There's so many problems in the world today. Share a little bit about that. Talk to me a little bit more about this idea of not being afraid and being a voice, standing up for what you believe in as a business.
Okay, well, maybe I shouldn't say don't be afraid, but move through that fear.
Move through that fear. Okay.
Yeah, I think people are starting to change and will be voting with their dollars, like where they're spending their money. It's like, because it matters. It matters what your business believes in. I don't believe in, that's a separate thing, because everything we're doing affects the planet, affects other people, and it has to be people and planet over profit. Mm-hmm. Otherwise, what are we doing?
Yeah. What does it all mean?
What are we doing? Because it's like money is not going to save. We could do it for money, but money is not going to save the planet. Mm-hmm. What are we going to do? Throw some money at it?
Right? Yeah. So
let's throw some money in the ocean and see what happens. See if it'll fix it.
I know. So what advice would you give to a business who, formerly had not, maybe they do some recycling, maybe they talk about certain things, but what advice would you give? What one thing would you say to start moving in this direction, to actually be more of that voice, to be more vocal perhaps about what you believe in or your values?
There's different things that can be done. It could be getting involved in your community as a business. And because when you're in the community, you see what's going on, you see what's needed. There's that. Really thinking about a charity or something that you want to get involved with. I guess that's another way of being part of a community, so that we all can contribute some way. And it's not where we start, it's the whole journey.
Right.
You can pick something and pivot into something else, and you may discover by being in the community what else you can do, or a charity, what else you can do. And just inspiring people at who you're working with as well, like your employees, Yeah,
no, I love that. I think you've hit it bang on. People are looking more and more for business leaders to take up the mantle of fixing the problems that are in the world today. Government can only do so much. Not-for-profits can only do so much. And I think, to your point, it needs to be all of us coming together to tackle these big issues.
Yeah. And even if you don't have a business, it's like, well, where are you spending your money?
Yeah.
But back as a business, like you're asking me before, those are some of the things I would think of, just being involved in your community and finding out what's happening with them and how you can assist.
Yeah, I love that. So we're moving away from the days where businesses this is business and this is what we do and this is how we do it, to opening up your eyes and seeing what's going on in the world and doing something to help.
Doing something to help to help the planet, help the world, help people.
I love it.
Because we're not just here to consume.
You're right. No, you're right. Thank you so much.